Retail earnings begin this week. It's getting worse, an analyst says. Source: it's getting worse, an analyst says. 6551571C62F0B5045 X200B. Lower-income consumers have been hit harder by rising prices for basics. And those higher prices overall have made customers more selective when they spend on things they want rather than things they need. Higher energy prices and borrowing costs, as well as stricter credit conditions and the return of student loan payments, have also posed threats to demand. UBS analysts, in a research note on Thursday, said that within so-called soft lines retail, that is, things like clothes, retailers were still cutting prices in an effort to clear items that shoppers don't want. X200B. Using my how much leftover discounted Halloween candy metric, earning is going to be bad. The good candy was still at my local Walmart and Kroger a week later at 70 off. Or retail made tons of money because they doubled the price on everything. The feds want more consumer spending but want to keep the working class poor. What's it gonna be, Boa Cruz? Higher prices? Sure. But let's not ignore the fact that people are being more selective with their money in general. Right now, spending was weaker than estimated in Q2 and we're still in an economic rut. Greedflation has finally run into resistance from consumers. This bodes well for a decrease in the rate of inflation and no further rate increases. Why don't people here understand? We the people are not spending more. We're actually spending less. Corporate greed keeps raising prices of food and clothing and housing. Then they cheer and say, look at our profits, raise prices more. The people can afford it. No, we can't. How much is rich enough? And then the people must make up the taxes corporate greed gets out of paying. This time let them go bankrupt with no bailout. It's no surprise that retail is suffering after all. Poor people are the ones who shop there. They can't afford to buy anything else, so they're stuck with cheap clothes and other crap. I'm not surprised at all. In fact, I'm glad because it means more money for me and my fellow rich people. I think every single Walmart customer steals IMG emote T52TH524271. People who are not maxed out will max out over the next 6 weeks. Once the holiday season is over, consumers will look at their credit card bills and realize they can't afford the summer vacation, the remodel, or the Uber Eats anymore. Their tax refund will go to paying down debt and not spending. Look for Q2 of 2024 to be the start. My dad is highest tenured driver at UPS. Usually is the beginning of peak season right now. Says it's dead like the middle of summer. Not good. Everything's getting worse all the time. It's why all my money's in Palantir. Man shrugging. Lower income? Just say the poors or Walmart employees. I see lots absolutely packed. People are doing something on the stores. Newsflash. Poor people remain poor in the face of economic turmoil. Let's make everyone have to have 3 roommates to afford rent. Double the prices of groceries. Increase the price of just about everything across the board. Give the same bullshit 2-3 raises every year and then act surprised when people can't afford things. Wow. Retail sales being affected by increases in prices when most of its consumers are not millionaires and now need to choose well instead of spending in frivolous things. Who would have thought? Sometimes I believe all economists have smooth brains. Who cares about old boomer retail? We don't need clothes or food. We only need iPhones and digital subscription services. Those guys keep increasing profits still. Let me lecture you on microeconomic theory. This is called a Giffen good. The consumer is faced with less income and will spend more on basics and low-quality products. This is true for low-income population and middle class becoming poorer. It won't affect rich people because they don't have budget constraint. The fact that you can use Afterpay other pay over time services to buy groceries tells you all you need to know about where this economy is heading. If you're paying interest on your groceries, you're fucked financially. Yeah, right, MFERs be blowing up their CCs. Well, would you look at that? Maybe $10 eggs weren't such a great idea after all. Who'd have thunk it? But GDP is growing and jobs are increasing. Low-income consumers aren't the ones driving the economy right now. They're getting squeezed while the economy continues to expand. You can tell this didn't come from the National Retail Federation because it doesn't blame everything on shoplifters. Self-checkout has ended my trips to the local retailers. If I want to check myself out, then I will go on Amazon and order everything I need. If they don't have it, then I will go to other sites first. The local stores are my last resort. Sorry, but who didn't see this coming? Tried to warn them, but no one listens. We'll laugh when Walmart and other retailers collapse. You didn't want to serve us. Though we don't want to patronize you. You guys just aren't using Bidenomics correctly is all. We are in a recession as we speak. Yeah, keep jacking prices, see what the fuck happens. Morons can't help themselves. The lube ran dry, but they're still stroking and wondering what that burning smell is. Yeah, I am a retail investor and my earnings are negative. I just watched an Asian kid match a Rubik's Cube to a randomly scrambled one with his eyes closed. How bad can it be? But I was told the economy is doing better than ever by Biden. I don't care whose fault it is. The top always takes the blame. Myself and many others are not able to afford changing oil in our car right now. Things are so out of hand. It's not fixed until it's broken. We're almost there. Bullish. This is good for the battle against inflation. No? I mean people suffer now, which is never good. But longer term it should help. Holy shit, are you telling me that you need to actually pay people enough to buy things to be able to expect them to buy things? Incredible. Why buy when you can get it for free? Smirk. Kamala will fix this. Let's go Kamala, LMAO. Buying calls for the Xmas rally. I still think Q4 is going to be a bloodbath. People aren't going to be spending this holiday season. Thanksgiving dinner will eat up the Christmas gift budget. Didn't Disney overperform earnings by a fucking lot? Yay, fuck the analysts. Unfortunate to say, but only signs that the big crash will happen soon. I am hoping for end of December or mid-January, as it would be horrible to have a stock market crash before Christmas. Being with the media, current consumer credit card debt as of Friday was $13 trillion. That's 5 higher than last quarter. USA just dropped another grade point in their credit score, which doesn't help. People should be using this opportunity to eat healthier and less calories. Unfortunately, that means they'll just spend a little less on snacks but still have a garbage diet. So short XRT? I'm buying calls, fuck these guys. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Hands clapping, hands clapping. Just depends. Some retail brands are thriving, RN, especially with price cost. New demand. Good luck to you, homie. We're not rich, but we're multiples above average HHI and we're trying to cut expenses. Utilities. Food. Amazon purchases. I don't know how people at or below average HHI are surviving.